If your feet seem to grow heavier as the day goes on, and your ankles swell, no matter how much you try to ignore it, you are not alone. Many people over 60 wake up with normal legs but end the day feeling like they are carrying extra weight around their ankles. But here is the real question. Is this truly just age catching up with you, or is something else quietly driving that swelling? What most seniors never hear is that a handful of hidden habits and simple foods can reduce swelling within 10 to 20 minutes. Yes, minutes. And today, you will learn exactly how to use them. Stay with me because I will reveal 2 silent triggers that make swelling worse and 3 quick fixes that deliver fast, noticeable relief. As you move past the age of 60, your body handles fluid very differently from how it did years ago. This change is not a sign of weakness or something you caused. It is simply a natural shift in the systems that regulate circulation and fluid balance. Your veins lose some of their elasticity, which means they do not push blood upward as efficiently as before. The tiny valves inside those veins, the ones that keep blood from slipping backward toward your feet, also become weaker with age. At the same time, your lymphatic system, which acts like the drainage network of your body, slows down. When it is not clearing fluid as quickly as it should, the excess collects in the lower legs. Gravity makes the problem worse by pulling fluid downward throughout the day, which is why your legs may look completely normal in the morning but noticeably swollen by evening. Another factor is muscle activity. The muscles in your calves and feet work like a natural pump. Every step you take helps push fluid upward. But when you sit for long periods, or when your muscles lose some of their strength with age, that pump becomes less effective. These changes can sound discouraging, but they do not mean you are powerless. In fact, once you understand why swelling happens, it becomes much easier to control. And with the right daily habits, many seniors see meaningful improvement in just a few days. Before swelling becomes obvious, your body gives you small warnings that are easy to overlook. Many seniors think they will simply wake up one day with noticeably swollen feet, but the truth is that edema often develops slowly, through subtle signs that appear long before your ankles begin to puff up. One of the earliest clues is a change in how your shoes feel. You may start the morning comfortable, but after a short walk, your shoes begin to feel tighter across the top or around the sides. This tightening is not the shoe changing, it is your foot holding on to fluid. Another common sign is a mild pulling sensation around the ankle, almost like the skin is being stretched from the inside. Some people describe it as a light pressure that gets stronger as the day goes on. You might also notice that your socks leave deeper marks than usual, even if they are not tight socks. Those marks are your tissues telling you they are filling with more fluid than they should. Temperature changes are another clue. When fluid collects under the skin, it can make the area feel cooler than the rest of your leg. If you touch your lower leg and notice that the skin feels unusually cool, that is often an early sign of fluid buildup. Movement can also reveal swelling before it becomes visible. If flexing your ankle feels slightly stiff, or if your toes do not wiggle as freely as they used to, your tissues may already be under pressure. Many seniors say it feels like they are wearing an invisible layer of padding around their feet. These signs are not dramatic, so they are often dismissed as normal aging. But they matter. They indicate that the systems responsible for moving fluid out of your legs are becoming overwhelmed. The good news is that by learning to recognize these early signals, you can address swelling before it becomes painful or disruptive. Being aware of them gives you the chance to take simple steps that improve circulation and help your body release fluid more effectively. And next, we will uncover 2 silent triggers that make swelling worse without you noticing, setting the stage for powerful relief in the sections ahead. For many seniors, swelling does not come from one big cause. Instead, it builds slowly through 2 everyday triggers that most people never think about: hidden salt and incorrect posture. These triggers work quietly in the background, and together they create the perfect environment for fluid to collect in the lower legs. The first silent trigger is hidden salt. Most people imagine salt as something they shake onto their meals, but the truth is that nearly 70% of the salt you consume each day comes from foods that do not taste salty at all. Bread, breakfast cereals, canned vegetables, soups, sauces, cheeses, and even so-called healthy snacks can pack in large amounts of sodium. When your body takes in too much sodium, it responds by holding onto water in an attempt to balance the concentration of salt in your bloodstream. And gravity determines exactly where that extra water ends up: your feet, ankles, and lower legs. The second silent trigger is posture. How you sit, stand, or rest your legs throughout the day plays a major role in swelling. Sitting with your knees bent for long periods slows the return of blood and lymph fluid. Crossing your legs compresses major vessels without you feeling it. Even standing still for too long can cause blood to pool in the lower legs because the muscles that normally help push fluid upward are not active. Many seniors do not realize that simple posture mistakes are responsible for hours of swelling later in the day. When these two triggers combine, they amplify each other. A day of salty foods causes your body to retain more water, and a day of poor posture gives that water nowhere to go. The result is swelling that becomes progressively worse as the day goes on. The encouraging news is that once you recognize these hidden triggers, you can take control. Small adjustments create big improvements. Reducing hidden salt lowers the total amount of fluid your body retains. Correcting your posture keeps that fluid from settling in your legs. Next, we will explore 3 natural foods that can help reduce swelling within 10 to 20 minutes, giving your body the boost it needs to release excess fluid quickly and safely. When swelling becomes a daily struggle, most people assume the only solution is to wait it out or rely on medication, but the body responds surprisingly fast to the right nutrients. Certain natural foods act like internal switches, helping your kidneys release excess fluid, improving circulation, and easing pressure in the lower legs. Here are 3 of the most effective options, each capable of helping you feel lighter within 10 to 20 minutes. The first food is watermelon. Because it is more than 90% water, it works as a gentle, natural diuretic. Its hydration content signals your kidneys to increase urine output, helping your body flush out excess sodium and fluid. Watermelon is also rich in an amino acid called citrulline, which helps relax and widen blood vessels. This makes circulation more efficient and reduces the heaviness that swelling creates. A small bowl of chilled watermelon can bring noticeable relief, especially on warm days. The second food is cucumbers. This may surprise you, but cucumbers contain compounds such as sulfur and silicon that support kidney function and promote fluid release. Their naturally low sodium content makes them ideal for reducing water retention. Cucumbers also contain antioxidants that calm irritation within the tissues, which is especially helpful if your swelling is accompanied by a tight, stretched feeling. Eating just a few thick slices or infusing them into your drinking water can make a difference within minutes. The third food is beets. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessel walls, allowing blood to move more freely through areas of pressure and congestion. This makes beets one of the most effective foods for reducing the fluid backup that contributes to swelling. Drinking a small glass of beet juice or adding cooked beets to a light meal can quickly improve circulation and ease discomfort. Each of these foods works differently, but together they address the major causes of swelling: sodium retention, poor circulation, and sluggish kidney function. The key is simplicity. No complicated recipes are needed. A few slices of cucumber, a bowl of watermelon, or a serving of beets can begin helping your body rebalance fluid in a remarkably short time. Next, we will move beyond food and explore fast-acting habits you can try at home, including techniques that improve swelling in as little as 10 minutes. Food can make a remarkable difference, but what you do with your body throughout the day is just as important. Swelling often builds slowly, but relief can begin quickly when you use simple techniques that work with your circulation instead of against it. These 3 habits are safe, senior-friendly, and designed to bring noticeable improvement in as little as 10 minutes. The first habit is leg elevation. Think of this as helping your body reverse the direction of gravity. When you raise your legs above the level of your heart, you create a clear pathway for fluid to drain from your feet and ankles back toward your kidneys. Lie on a couch or bed, place 2 or 3 pillows under your calves, and let your legs rest fully supported. For an even stronger effect, try resting your legs up against a wall. Just 10 to 15 minutes of elevation can reduce tightness and make your lower legs feel lighter. The second habit is compression. Many seniors underestimate how effective compression can be. Compression stockings provide gentle, steady pressure that keeps your veins supported and prevents fluid from leaking into surrounding tissues. The key is to put them on first thing in the morning when your legs have the least swelling. Choose a mild to moderate compression level so they feel snug but never painful. As you move throughout the day, the stockings act like an external pump, helping push blood and fluid upward and reducing the heaviness you feel in your ankles. The third habit is simple movement. Being still, whether sitting or standing, is one of the fastest ways for fluid to collect in your legs. Movement activates the calf muscles, which act as a natural pump for your veins. You do not need a long workout. Try a slow 10-minute walk after meals, or perform ankle pumps from a chair. Point your toes toward your nose, then down toward the floor, repeating 10 to 15 times. These small movements squeeze the veins in your lower legs and help move fluid upward. When combined, these habits form a powerful routine. Elevation drains the fluid, compression prevents it from returning, and movement keeps your circulation active. They require little effort, no equipment beyond what you already have at home, and they can be repeated throughout the day for ongoing relief. Next, we will look at how dehydration and sodium intake quietly influence swelling, and why balancing these two factors can dramatically improve your daily comfort. Swelling in the lower legs is not only about circulation. It is also deeply influenced by how much water and sodium your body is holding on to. Most people assume swelling means they have too much water, but the truth is more complex. Many seniors become mildly dehydrated without realizing it, and this triggers the body to retain even more fluid in an attempt to protect itself. When you do not drink enough plain water, your kidneys shift into conservation mode. They hold on to every drop they can, which leads to fluid building up in your tissues rather than being released through normal urine output. This is why swelling often increases on days when you drink very little. Your body interprets the lack of hydration as a shortage and responds by storing fluid, especially in your feet and ankles where gravity naturally pulls it. Sodium plays an equally important role. Sodium attracts water like a magnet. When your sodium intake is high, your bloodstream becomes more concentrated, and your body quickly responds by pulling water from your tissues to dilute that salt. This water retention increases the volume of fluid in your system, and gravity determines where most of it settles. Many seniors unknowingly consume more sodium than they think because it hides in foods that do not taste salty. Even items like breads, canned vegetables, soups, frozen meals, sauces, and restaurant dishes often contain large amounts of sodium. Over time, this daily intake pushes your body into a constant cycle of fluid retention. You may wake up with normal-looking feet but notice swelling increasing by midday. This pattern is a classic sign of sodium-driven fluid buildup. Balancing hydration and sodium is one of the most effective ways to reduce swelling. Drinking water in small amounts throughout the day signals your kidneys that it is safe to release stored fluid. At the same time, reducing sodium from processed foods prevents new fluid from building up. This simple combination helps your body find its natural balance. Start by sipping water every hour instead of drinking large amounts all at once. Replace high-sodium snacks with fresh fruit or vegetables. And choose homemade meals when possible to control how much salt you consume. Next, we will explore environmental and lifestyle factors that quietly worsen swelling and how small adjustments can make your legs feel lighter each day. Beyond food, movement, and hydration, there are several everyday habits and environmental factors that quietly make swelling worse. Many seniors assume their swelling is caused only by age, but in reality, small details in daily life can have a powerful impact on how well fluid circulates. When you recognize these hidden influences, you gain another layer of control over your comfort and mobility. One of the biggest factors is prolonged stillness. Whether you are sitting in a favorite chair, driving for long periods, or standing in one place while cooking, staying still allows blood and lymph fluid to settle in the lower legs. Your muscles act as pumps that push fluid upward. When they are inactive, fluid has no assistance returning to the heart, and swelling increases. Even gentle movement, such as walking for 2 minutes or performing ankle circles, keeps this fluid from building up. Another factor is heat. Warm temperatures cause your blood vessels to widen. This can be helpful for circulation, but it also makes it easier for fluid to leak from your vessels into surrounding tissues. Hot baths, warm climates, or even sitting too close to a heater can increase swelling. Cooling your legs briefly or avoiding excessive heat exposure can make a noticeable difference. Footwear also matters more than most people think. Shoes without proper support can alter your gait and reduce the effectiveness of your calf muscles during walking. Tight shoes or socks can restrict circulation, trapping fluid around the ankle area. Supportive footwear with a wide toe box and cushioned sole helps keep your steps smooth and encourages proper blood flow. Another overlooked factor is body weight. Even modest extra weight places additional pressure on your veins, making it harder for them to push fluid upward against gravity. This does not mean drastic weight loss is required. Even small reductions or adopting a routine that includes gentle movement can improve circulation and ease swelling. Finally, stress plays a subtle role. When stress hormones rise, your body tends to retain more fluid. Calm breathing, short walks, and brief moments of relaxation can help reduce this response. Understanding these lifestyle influences helps you build a more complete picture of why swelling occurs. Next, we will explore the warning signs that indicate swelling may be more than a simple circulation issue, and when you should seek medical care right away. Most swelling in the feet and ankles is mild, manageable, and related to circulation, hydration, or lifestyle habits. But there are certain situations where swelling is not just an inconvenience, it is a warning sign. Knowing how to recognize these red flags could protect your health and even save your life. The most urgent warning sign is swelling that appears suddenly, especially if it affects only one leg. This type of rapid swelling can indicate a blood clot known as a deep vein thrombosis. A clot blocks blood flow and causes fluid to back up quickly in the leg. This is a medical emergency because a clot can travel to the lungs. If you ever notice sudden swelling in one leg, paired with warmth, tenderness, or color changes, seek immediate care. Another serious sign is swelling that comes with shortness of breath or chest discomfort. This can indicate fluid buildup in the lungs or worsening heart function. When the heart is not pumping strongly enough, pressure builds in the veins and forces fluid out into the surrounding tissues. If swelling appears at the same time as breathing difficulties or chest pain, do not wait. Contact emergency services right away. Fever with swelling is another important red flag. When swelling is accompanied by heat, redness, or pain, it may indicate a skin infection such as cellulitis. Seniors are more vulnerable to these infections, and they can spread quickly without treatment. Any swelling that becomes hot or painful to the touch deserves prompt medical attention. Hard, non-pitting swelling is also a concern. If pressing your finger into the swollen area does not leave a dent, the swelling may be caused by a condition affecting your lymphatic system, such as lymphedema. This requires evaluation and management by a specialist. Finally, if swelling begins soon after starting a new medication, it may be a reaction that needs medical review. Many blood pressure medications, pain relievers, and diabetes drugs can increase fluid retention. The goal is not to frighten you, but to empower you with the knowledge to recognize when swelling is simply a circulation issue and when it is signaling something more serious. Being aware of these signs ensures that you can act quickly, protect your health, and get the right care when you need it most. Now that you understand both the causes and the warnings, we can bring everything together into a simple daily plan to help you stay comfortable, mobile, and confident. If you found this information helpful, take a moment to give this video a like because it tells me you want more content that supports your health and independence. And before you go, I would love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments which symptom you struggle with most or which tip you plan to try first. Your experience could help someone else who is watching and feeling the same frustration. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Every week, I share simple, practical guidance designed specifically for adults over 60 to help you move with comfort, protect your heart, support your joints, and feel confident in your own body again. Remember this, swelling does not define you. With the right foods, smart habits, and timely action, you can take control of your health starting today. I am here to guide you every step of the way.